I'm going to take you behind the scenes today and show you what we did differently in order to get over 50,000 new followers on Instagram just last month alone, and how we're consistently getting over 1,000 new followers every single day if you understand the Instagram algorithm and what are different factors Instagram look at when it comes to determining whether to feature you, your post, and your content on their Explore, giving you more reach and in turn revenue. Today, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and we're going to go into my laptop and show you some actual numbers. In front of me, you'll see my numbers and stats. Right now, we're consistently getting pretty decent growth every single day. And in the last month, we are getting about 50,000 plus new followers. And you can see that as a direct result of this new strategy, right now there's a huge surge and a big difference because of these few tweaks that we did. So one of the things that I'm going to be showing you is that if you implement these few things, you will be able to get similar results and you will be able to get a much bigger reach, many new follows, if you watch till the end of this video and really understand what Instagram is currently looking for. So let's talk about these few things. If you are looking to get featured on the Explore so that people who don't know who you are now start to see what it is that you do, there are a few different factors that you need to consider and a few different things that we started doing differently. Before I even go to number one, is we need to understand what is Instagram's mission statement. Like why does Instagram even exist? Now, if I were to type in Instagram mission statement, what is the Instagram mission statement all about? Instagram mission statement is to capture and share the world's moments. Basically, what this is that if we understand that that is what Instagram wants to do, because that's literally why they exist and that's their mission statement, if we can help them fulfill that mission, then naturally they would feature you and your product more often. So how do we actually help them capture and share the world's moments? So number one, the thing that we didn't do back then that we started doing right now is to add in location tags to posts where it makes sense to show people where the picture was actually taken. The reason why we did that is we realized by adding a location, now there's a new possibility of how that post might get discovered if people are trying to look for images that was taken in that specific location. This was something that, even though it might be basic, was something that we just never did back then. Number two, the second thing to do differently, that we did differently, was thinking about how we can make the images a whole lot more clickable. We want to have a high click-through rate so that when people see our posts, they want to actually click on it and either engage with it. And the whole purpose of making clickable is really engagement, which is basically like, comment, or share, which is basically tagging a friend. The main thing that Instagram looks at is really engagement. That's pretty much the main metric they look at when it comes to determining whether they should rank that particular image for the hashtags, for the location. And this second piece, clickable, let me give you an example. So you'll see that there is big difference when there is, so take a look at this. Okay, so like this post over here has got 900 likes, whilst this one has 4,000. Now you'll see that these type of posts, we've been trying it out, but it doesn't do as well as like real image posts. Now these different sketches are based upon proven posts that is proven to engage and convert, and we and my team create our own spin, our own branding, our own graphics. So these are all actually hand-drawn from scratch. But you'll notice a commonality between like these posts, we've been running it for a while now, and we see that these posts don't do as well as real, good, engaging posts like these ones that tells a story that makes people want to click. So notice that whenever it's highly clickable, the engagements are higher. The comments, likes, and shares, somebody wanting to tag a friend, is also higher. And because of that, the odds of us ranking for these particular posts become a whole lot higher. Next one is emotion. Number 3 is all about emotion. How can you evoke emotion through that image? Whether it's anger, whether it's frustration, whether it is through storytelling so that people can see and understand what you stand for, who you are, your struggles, your failures, your successes. If you take a look at just, a random post like this one, I talk about how I thought my life was set when I got my scholarship and how I nearly failed university and I developed an addiction for gaming and I nearly failed and dropped out of college and how I was in debt. So this was literally storytelling. How much does your audience know about you? Not the sizzle reel, right? But the real. How much of your frustrations and struggles and challenges does your audience actually know about what you're going through? And how can you turn that into something that's positive that your audience can have a takeaway from, right? It's different going on to social media complain. Anybody can take the easy path and go on social media complain. And everybody has challenges and problems in life. But how can you utilize these problems and use them as a way to help your audience get through their problems? Help them with the mindset, their attitude towards it. How can you help them keep them accountable? Which brings us then to number 4. Number 4 is this new thing that when we implement it also change things to a whole new level. It is rather than just telling people something, very often I would incorporate a story that explains the concept or the thing that I want to tell my audience. Something that happened to me in the past. Something perhaps I learned. Some mistakes that I might have made. My frustrations in the past. The failures that I've had. Master marketers are all master storytellers. The thing that you want to incorporate in your post in order to make it clickable and in order to evoke emotion is to attach a story that comes along with it. It's very different when you tell the story behind why you do what it is that you actually do, even though it could be the things that you take for granted. So notice that in all these different posts that I'm doing, I'm telling a story. So this post over here, slightly over 9,000 likes. I was at this recording studio and I was actually shooting a music video, something that's extremely out of my comfort zone. And I talk about how inspiration comes from within, and even if you don't feel like doing it, whether it's writing a book or going to the gym, go do it, right? You don't wait for inspiration, you create it. So over here, rather than just posting an image of me being at this recording studio, I told a story behind why I'm at that recording studio. And I'm not just telling a story, but there's a payoff. Think about how can your audience's life be better off, which brings us to number 5. Number 5 is how can you make it so that every time a person reads your post, they are slightly better off in life. They are a little bit more fulfilled. They are a little bit more motivated. They're a little bit more hungry. They're a little bit more inspired. It brings a little bit more joy in their life. How can you make them better off so that they would want to come back and continue consuming your content? Because now it's conditioning your audience to come back for more, right? It's no point building a new following where they like your post one-off because you were discovered through location or hashtags. I'll probably need to add, and the reason why I'm not saying hashtags at the start is because it's not a new thing. But when we created this process that every post, or rather most posts, should be clickable, should be engaging, like, comments, and shares, should evoke emotion, should tell a story, and most importantly, it should make the audience better off from consuming it. Now, this is where we're noticing this huge surge right now. When you implement these steps, these strategies, you will notice a huge difference in your engagements as well. Let me know in the comments below. You know what? I'm gonna add in the number 6, okay, a bonus. Number 6 is gonna sound real cheesy. It's gonna be one of those things they hear of all the time, which is, oh, you gotta be authentic and be yourself. But I truly believe that what makes it all work is when you are being you, that's in line with who you are, your personality, and just doubling down on your uniqueness. I know it sounds basic, it's literally something we hear all of the time, but if you sprinkle in your personality and just be you into all this entire process here, that would change the outcome and the results. Let me know in your comments your biggest takeaway, and as always, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. It does help off with the algorithm, and I will see you in future videos.